Yeah, hold your horses. Hang on a minute. We've just got to get there first. So, I know you want to see it all because it looks epic. Just bear with us. There's a little bit of travelling and a park up to get to first.
So handsome, oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I try to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. No one makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better.
So just got to our park up. Mandy's cooking some lunch.
Yes.
It's very nice. I've just been flying the drone out here, so you've probably seen that already. But yes, it's not an awful place to spend a couple of days maybe. And as you've probably seen from the drive down here, it's quite interesting, wasn't it?
It definitely was interesting.
Scenery was rather picturesque.
Yeah, I mean, the drop down one side of the van that was like 100-foot drop on one side and a mountain on the other. That was fun.
I wasn't just talking about the road to this park up. I'm talking about the drive today and all the roads there.
It was amazing. I mean, I did get a little bit scared when you said, look at the snow. And I'm like, oh, my God, where are you taking me? About one day of 18-degree temperatures.
Not quite that. That's the Sierra Nevada, so we're not quite going
that far. That's all right. Then.
Maybe I might, but you won't.
And say, feel free. It's absolutely fine.
So I'm just, like I say, downloading all the footage off the drone and the cameras and everything else so that you lovely people can see what we've been up to. But I do think that some of the roads that we came on today were stunning. Just I don't know, everything about it, like the rock formations, all the olive plantations, whatever you call them, forests. Olive forests, that'll do, won't it?
Olive forest. Yes, that will do fine.
Anyway, whatever you call them. So yeah, I had a nice drive down here. So we'll see. Is it a grove?
Yes.
Like Biker Grove?
Like a grove.
Biker Grove. It's an olive grove. Because obviously I like olives and I do loads of farming, so I know all the terminology. Right then. So we're going to get ourselves ready because we're going live tonight. So if you're watching this, it will have happened some time ago, but you can go back and watch it if you want to. But if not, then hopefully we saw you there. And yeah, we're going to prep for a bit of a bigger expedition tomorrow, which I'm quite excited about, even more than the Banderas relays, which was quite exciting. So yeah, we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Well, the weather forecast for today was sunshine all day. The mist has cleared a bit, so at least I can film a bit. But where we're going is pretty much kind of like, it's like epic sort of desert scenery, cowboy films, spaghetti western kind of stuff. So you want the sunlight, or you want at least not fog anyway, to see all that. At least I want to be able to see it anyway, and obviously you guys want to see it as well, don't you? So might have to wait out a couple of hours, hopefully until the sun gets up a bit more, burns the fog off, and then we can get cracking. Oh, I had high hopes for today, and after today the weather starts to get a little bit damp, mildly moist. So today is the day really to get this little bit done as we move through Spain as well. Probably not going to come back this way on this trip, so it'd be nice if we could do it, but we shall see. Come on, weather, you can do it. Every single app I've checked all says the same thing: glorious sunshine all day. None of them say it's going to start a bit misty. Typically. Fortunately, we didn't have to wait too long until it cleared a little bit, and then we just set off anyway. Figured it'll just be the way it is when we get there. And within around about 15 minutes of driving, probably about 1,000 feet in altitude that we'd driven up as well, the fog started to clear and we had lovely blue sky, which is also quite cool because we almost did kind of a loop around a mountain, and then as we were coming back down to the area we wanted to go and drive around, you could see where the fog was sitting within the mountain range. So cool anyway. Much like the place we're going to now, which I hope you're going to enjoy, because this is really something very, very different. So the rest of this for the next hour or something is going to be on these types of roads. So I am going to drop the tyre pressures a little bit, so it makes it a little bit more comfortable. So aired down both vans. We are at altitude now, so well, there's the Sierra Nevada mountain up there. Give you an idea of the altitude we're at, about 3,000 and a bit feet, which means the air pressure in the tyres was increased over the standard inflation rate anyway. So it was about 60 psi. So I've dropped them down to 40 psi, which should make these roads a little bit more comfortable. So let's get back going again. Much less rattly now. Was shaking the van apart before. I mean, obviously it's still a rough road, but yeah, just dropping the tyre pressures by a little bit like that really does make a big difference. Obviously, before we get back on the road again, we will stop and pump them back up. But for now, I think it's about 20 minutes until we get into the interesting stuff. So get back to you when it gets interesting. This is epic. I'm so impressed with Mandy as well. Obviously, I can do all these things and enjoy it. But Mandy's got to follow. She shouldn't have to follow. She didn't have to come, but she wanted to come. I think she's enjoying it. It certainly looks like she's enjoying the views anyway. There's a few sketchy bits of the road that are, well, sketchy. But yeah, seems to be enjoying that as well. But obviously she did used to do off-roading with our 4x4. So she's driven in similar places to this in a four-wheel drive little car. So it's a bit different in the van. But the vans are coping so well. It's just, yeah, it's amazing that we underestimate what these vehicles are capable of. Everyone goes out and buys four-wheel drive everything, and I think with a bit of common sense, obviously lightweight van, tyres, and as Mandy's proven it, just, you know, good driving skills. Take it easy, no stress, and have some fun. But the views are so worth it. I was worried this morning with the fog and everything like that, but as soon as we drove up over that fog, I was really happy, until I realised we were just doing a loop around the valley to come back down towards the fog. But thankfully we're not going that far. It's made such a difference as well having the tyres aired down, so well impressed with that. Just have to make sure that when we stop, I air them back up again. Comment down below, would you drive these roads? Oh, that was so cool! With an unexpected little bit at the end because we decided to take a little bit of a detour. But now, air up, so that we're going back on the road, which you can just see behind me, and we'll be at better temperatures, or better pressures, sorry, to drive on a normal road. Just got to our little park up. Mandy's made us paella. If you want to see more about Mandy's paella, go and watch Mandy's video. But more importantly, how do you feel about the Gorafe Park?
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. I mean, it's a shame we couldn't do the route we wanted to because it was bad off.
Yeah, that was essentially, it was the loop back. So I don't think it'd have been any different. I think we got to see like the best bits. So.
Yeah. But no, that was good. And then on the way back, my sat nav was going, oh, let's go this way. And I'm like, let's go a different way because, you know, I don't like going the same way there and back.
Yeah.
And then it turned into sand and I'm like, what have I done?
It was that, is it called fesh or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That powdery stuff. So it was interesting.
It was. And, but it's always lovely because it's one of those things you've always just told me is to tell you if I'm not comfortable doing something. And then John's just gone around this really, really dodgy corner. And I'm like, and then we had a chat about it, and it was just like, you know what? All right, let's give it a go and see, and then it's good. Yeah, I feel very capable today.
You were, as I've said already, you win Driver of the Day award today.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
No, I've had loads of fun, and you helped a lot with the
bit of guidance,
chatting and stuff, and then just watching the fact that if you can get your van through there, then generally mine. Well, the only thing is just. There's a little bit of height difference with yours and mine, so I was watching how much clearance you had, and I'm like, okay, there's so much clearance. Yeah,
you're easier to turn around the hairpins with it being short wheelbase, and with it being short wheelbase, you don't have to worry about grounding when it crests over tight crests and stuff like that. So, not to say you had it easier, but your van is more nimble, I would say, on those type of roads.
Yeah, I was going to say, nimble full stop, isn't it, my van? But yeah.
Nimble AF.
Yes, nimble AF, man. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. There was some moments where I'm like, and if you watch my video, you'll see that, because I was recording myself.
Bless you.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for paella.
Paella, it was wonderful. I know there's no saffron in it, but, you know.
I don't know the difference, so let's just leave it there.
Just a little bit more floral notes in it next time.
Floral notes?
Yes.
It's like wine.
It does make a difference because it's its signature thing, isn't it? But that was well tasty. I was very, very impressed with the proper... You bought the chorizo from Mercadona, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so it's proper Spanish chorizo too.
See?
So yeah, very nice.
And we're at our little park up now, where we've got views of... the Sierra Nevada mountain covered in snow. Tomorrow's park up,
I'll meet you down in Motril.
Marbella.
No, Marbella. No, I'll just go to Motril, that little park up that we like in Motril, right by the beach.
Oh, that one. I was thinking Torrox as well, so we can go to the little thingy restaurant.
The Canarian restaurant that was at the front that had like coffee for €1.
Yeah.
That was well nice. Keep like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd take him out for a walk in the morning, and then we'd go back and I'd have a €1 coffee, and then we'd go back again. But, yeah.
Maybe there, then we'll see.
Torrox, aye.
So I thought I'd mention about how I liked today's little travels too. And yes, rather ever so much, as you can probably tell by all the drone footage and little clips, including the little clips of me holding the camera going. So you got to do it, haven't you?
Yeah, I could tell because
Yeah.
we're having such a good time. And thank you for waiting for me in all the places.
Well, I've got to wait for you. Can't just leave you. Never leave anyone behind.
No.
So nearly said man behind then, which technically fits.
Figures.
You know, nickname and all that.
Yeah.
So we've just got to pick the next little sort of mountain drive now.
Were you expecting me to complain?
I was.
Well, we're not quite down at the coast yet, so we've still got time.
I was expecting to say, no, I spent the day driving, well, half a day driving on sand, so there's a hint.
I'm not into beaches.
No, very true.
Yeah.
And the more south we've been going, or the further south we've been getting, the more we're seeing all the motorhomes.
Yeah.
So it's obviously busy, and if we were to get down near the beach, I'm expecting it to be right busy.
Yeah. So there's part of me that was like, I'm fine staying away.
Maybe we do it for a few days or something.
Yeah, we can keep going. Dip, dip,
Yeah.
dip, dip, dip. Because there's a few places we want to go.
Yeah.
Like, say we want to go to Torrox, and we want to go to Torre del Mar.
Like dip in and then go, ah, run away.
Yeah, there's people!
Sounds about right, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, we shall catch you next week, folks.
We will. See you on the
Very
next
much
one.
so.